So, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our session this morning. This is Politics and Governance 11, and I am your teacher, Mr. Mark Angelo B. Kadungo. All right, so before anything else, let us revisit first our classroom rules so that along the way we will be guided by those rules. All right, so I want Mark, James, and Anna, Alec, and Trisha to read the 5 virtual classroom rules that will be flashed on the screen. All right. So first, mhm, mhm, okay. All right. So thank you very much for reading our virtual classroom rules. So I hope that this will guide us throughout our whole session this morning. So before anything else, let me check your attendance first. And so I would like to check on the first group. The in charge of the first group is Anarika. All right, very good. How about Alex group? None. All right. How about James group? None. All right. Very good. So for today's lecture, all are present. Thank you very much for your dedication in attending our class this morning. And so before anything else, I want to check on you on how are you feeling today. All right. So in the comment box, I will be sending a Mentimeter link. Yes, that's it. Or you can scan this QR code on your screen for you to be guided on the Mentimeter. So you are just to answer the question that is flashed on the screen. How are you feeling today? All right, so very good. I am now seeing your responses, and all of you are responding happy and comfortable. All right, very good. I am happy that you are all happy today and comfortable here in my class. So, before we go into a new topic, let's do a recap first. No, so last meeting we have discussed about the proclamation number 1081 series of 1972. And so, what is proclamation number 1081 series of 1972? Yes, Trisha. All right, very good. That's a very good insights about the proclamation number 1001. No, so it is very historic when President Marcos declared martial law in 1972, right? All right. So the second question is, what havoc did the proclamation has brought to the Philippines? Yes, Marth. All right, very good. I can see that you really understand our past lesson about the martial law, no? So it is very important to know this historic event that took place in our country long time ago because it is part of our history. It is part of what we are now, on what the Philippines is experiencing nowadays. So I am happy that you have learned something in our previous discussion. And now let us move on to our next topic. But before that, let me present to you first our learning objectives. All right. So, Eric, I want you to read the first learning objectives. All right. Thank you very much, Eric. Mr. John, I want you to read the learning objective number 2. All right. Thank you very much. Number 3, Hannah, please read the learning objective number 3. All right, thank you very much. So these learning outcomes, you are all expected to possess all these learning outcomes at the end of our session this morning. All right, so are you all ready with our discussion? All right, but before, let's have an exercise first. All right, so exercise number one is analysis, drag, and drop. All right, so the general instruction is you drag each icon from left to the right, which each icon belongs. All right, so as you can see, there's a QR code on the left corner of the screen. So you will know later what's that for. All right. So when you scan the QR code, you will be redirected into a website. All right, very good. So are you all done answering the analysis? All right, so have you answered all the questions correctly? All right, very good. So I hope this activity gives you an insight on what will be our discussion this morning. So okay, as you have remembered, I posted it in our online virtual classroom, the PDF file of the 1987 Philippine Constitution concerning the Article 7, the executive. All right, so have you seen it? So let's now move on to our discussion proper. But first, let's give an overview of the three branches of the government. So are you familiar with the three branches of the government? All right, very good. So let's do a little bit recap on this because we will be tapping on the first branch of the government. So I want you to have an insight about it. All right, so what you can see is the Malacanang Palace. All right, so what could that be? All right, very good. So you really have the knowledge, no? Because Marth answered the executive. So here's the first branch of the government, the executive branch. So it is a branch of government that carries out laws. It is composed of the president and the vice president who are elected by direct popular vote and serve a term of 6 years. So the Constitution grants the president authority to appoint his cabinet, and these departments form a large portion of the country's bureaucracy. And this can be seen in the Philippine Constitution, Article 7. And so this will be our lesson and topic for this morning. Now let us refocus on our learning objective goals. And so one of our learning outcomes is to know the qualifications and the roles and responsibilities of the president. So the 1997 Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines, Article 7, the Executive Department. So here are the qualifications of the President and the Vice President. Okay, so Section 2 of the 1987 Constitution, Article 7, states that no person may be elected president unless he is a natural-born citizen of the Philippines. Yes, that's correct. Second, he or she is a registered voter and able to read and write. All right, meaning is literate. Okay, understood? Right. Next is he or she must be at least 40 years of age on the day of the election. All right. Next is he or she is a resident of the Philippines, rather, for at least 10 years of immediate preceding such as elections. Questions about the qualifications of the executive department, the president and the vice president. All right, none so far. Very good. All right. So that's the end of our deepening session. Any further questions about the roles and responsibilities of the president? All right, I hear none. So I really hope that you have understand our lesson about the executive or the executive branch of the government. Thank you very much for your cooperation this morning, and I want you to all right. I want you to listen on this. We will be having our on-site discussion next meeting, no? And so during that time, we will no longer discuss, but we will be performing our performance tasks and activities that I posted in the online virtual classroom. So I want you to remember this. This will be our on-site assignment. All right. Further questions about the on-site assignment? No further questions? All right, very good. So thank you very much for your active participation, class. You may now leave our virtual classroom. Thank you very much and God bless you all. Thank you. Bye bye.